What do you do with the Bitcoin besides it just gather value?
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor.
We're going to turn it around and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with healthcare for our veterans. We're going to win with...
Right, like, the point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right, I mean, right, but I mean, we can all look Bitcoin sort of as...
Forever, Laura. People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor.
𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, we're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
We call them poor. We call them poor. Okay. Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth, which is Bitcoin. We call them poor. There's a name for them. We call them poor. We call them poor. Okay? Right, like, the point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right, I mean, right, but I mean, we can all look Bitcoin sort of as...
Forever, Laura. People that use fiat
G to the freaking M bros, and welcome back to the Memecoin show. My name is Great BTC. What about you? Okay, we're gathered here today for another trench session in the crypto trenches. because meme coins are about to go up, and meme coins are the standard, and we're pumping right now. So we got to start with the routine, morning routine. You guys know what the deal is on that one. You guys know what the deal is. What you want to do first is to drop a W in the chat if you can hear me clearly. I want to be heard clearly because I have brought some really, really interesting stuff for you guys today. Today is Trench Day, and we're about to go to the freaking meme, to the moon again. There's a lot of things to celebrate, including a new all-time high for SPX 6900 and also a beginning of a pump for Giga, which a lot of you and me are playing on this trade, and several other things to celebrate. Ethereum 2800 and our meme coin portfolio, we're now at $127,000. I think that's a big W. Okay, 125 now. And the reason for that is AI16Z has been going down only a lot, but I still have faith in it, so I'm still holding. But let's enjoy the moment. I'm going to make myself some tea, but meanwhile, we can talk about other things like how was your day and how many push-ups did you put in today and everything that's really interesting. I'm more than happy to hear it. So you can tell me what's controlling your mind share right now. What are you guys thinking about? Crypto trenches are mostly thinking about Aura because Binance is trying to rug us again. They pumped it so high in the last 24 hours, and the market is becoming a little bit more distorted again. But in the top 100, let's just look at the bubbles, the crypto bubbles, to make sense of what is going on right now. So on the daily, we actually read for the most part. It was a cool down period in the last 24 hours, which I don't mind because it will be followed by another big pump the next day. Because Bitcoin is still maintaining the aura and the energy, everything will be all right. I will be back. Let's go make some tea. Okay, my camera can come with me so you bros can see how I make tea every freaking day. So number one, you want to be able to grab an orange mug. Why orange? Because Bitcoin's color is orange. Bitcoin, orange. Orange, Bitcoin. And then, because you don't have time, you're a busy trench lord, you don't have the freaking time to be making some fancy tea, so you use a simple tea bag before you trench. And then after that, you pour the water. Have to make sure the water is about 70 degrees Celsius. And then, I'm not a big fan of this, but I can do it. You sort of put a little bit of honey. The best you can do should be the honey, because if you put sugar in your tea, that's illegal. That's evil for your body. So make sure you're not putting sugar in your tea. If you want to put something to sweeten it up to get energy, use honey. So I can put it like 1 teaspoon of honey. Just for the vibes. I need energy for the stream, so that goes. But preferably, I like my tea with simple black tea and lemon sometimes. All right, so that's it. It's really simple. And you go back to your computer, you can make millions of dollars doing it this way. Maybe you have been losing money. In case you have been losing money and you didn't understand, why do I keep losing? Why am I the only one that keeps losing in the trenches? It's because you were putting sugar in your tea. I just told you now. Try something different. You will see everything is going to change for you as well. Anyway, let's get back to business here. And you have to make sure your cup is orange. All right, so what is going on here in the trenches? I don't know if it's only me, but I kept losing every time I go, trade on a meme. It always feels like that, bro. Like you buy and then everything starts going down. The moment you sell, then it's going up. It's like, yo, what's wrong with me? Everybody feels that kind of way. But trust me, it's not just you. Oh, I thought it was a daily. This is on the weekly. Okay, so on the weekly, we actually look quite decent. I'm pretty impressed with this kind of move. And the numbers are going up. And I can give you a little update on our perpetual swap positions here. We're now $18,000 in profit unrealized on Ethereum, plus $15,000 realized. So we are now in Ethereum, $33,000 in profit, 360% in profit, bros. Initially, we used $5,000 only to make this kind of money. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine, bro? Like we entered this trade at 1,600. Ethereum has not even doubled yet, and we are already up in the air by a lot. Okay, so on our Ton position, $500 loss here, and XRP we're $6,000 loss. So this was actually $13,000 at some point, and now it's recovering slowly. So I don't think we're doing any bad at all. We just have to wait for things to happen. Okay. Okay, so I see Damien, I think DamX is here. DamX is watching tonight, and you want to come in here and talk about Ton, what's going on in the Ton trenches, because there's a lot, especially the NFT stuff. A lot of people are making money there. So he wants to give us a little lesson of how to trench the Ton ecosystem, because it's kind of down bad right now. I think if we're smart enough, bros, if we can get in now, make a couple of smart moves, we can actually benefit a lot. We can win big. So I will bring DamX over here in 20 minutes. And then he will be able to give us some alpha on what's going on in the Ton trenches. Let's get it. Let's get it. For now, DamX, you can just make sure you announce this on your X to let the people know that you will be going live here, and they should make sure to join. We're going to be doing some stuff. Meanwhile, I'll send you the link you should use for joining to save time and to be optimized. There you go. Okay, bro. So the title for today's video is Giga has started. Do not miss out. And I'm going all in. I already told you yesterday what I was waiting for, and already 24 hours later, we're in motion right now. So never say that I didn't tell you. Good morning, good evening, good night, good whatever to everybody watching. I got Leo here celebrating Labubu. Labubu, it's sending. We talked about it yesterday. Pepe is still one of the best, says Mr. Lucky. Crispin says Mudang. And Destiny says, yo, great, good to see you. Good to see you again, Destiny. That's what's up. That's what's up. Buy if you have big capital. Buy what, Labubu? You know what? I was literally looking at my Memecoin portfolio last night, deciding, should I buy Labubu or should I not? I was like, I should wait for maybe a little bit of a drop. And boom, I woke up. I ended up buying Pingu yesterday. I was like, okay, maybe I should buy something a little bit more stable that's still a little undervalued. I just bought Pingu, but I was itching to buy something. Why didn't I just buy freaking Labubu yesterday, bro? Like, I hate this feeling. Anyway, so let's look at the actual trends in the last 24 hours. What's trending today? What's trending is 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 is there. You got obvious coin. It's trending, but it's only $1.1 million. Big if true. I like the name. And then you got Aura, which is manipulated by Binance. I would stay away from that one. And even though they could send it to $1 billion, you never know. They did this with Peanut and ACT. So you never know what they can do. And you got the Void. You got Nom Nom, $4.4 million for some reason. Omni, Ather, Banga, Karma, and Useless Coin still sending now at $50 million. And yeah, Larkin, which is also part of the Murad plays, sort of pumped. It almost doubled, I think, today at some point. And you got Moonpig starting to accumulate some steam. It was down bad. Now it's $22 million. Okay, flip. I should be accumulating. And then you got Tro, which a lot of you guys seem to love. It's back here. And then you got Kita. Kita, is it up today? Yeah, 125 is actually a little higher than it was yesterday. So if you are accumulating Kita, I think yesterday was a good day. Today was also a good day, and so on and so forth. And let's look at Moodang as well. Okay, so Moodang is at 100. Oh, wow, it's sub 200 million right now. That is insane right now. I'm looking at Moodang, roughly at $200 million. If you have been waiting for a buying opportunity, I will not repeat myself. I've been telling you this for a long freaking time, bros. And some of you guys, you just don't want to do the right thing. That will never be my problem. Okay, so let's go to the actual business of the day, which is Giga. But first, bros, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you retweet it. After I post it on X right now, I have a huge announcement to make, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it because it's going to be good for you and for me and for all of us as trench warriors. So I'm here. But first, let me share this to the streets of Twitter. Twitter. All right, so all right, so let's freaking go. I just shared this on X. You guys make sure you do the same. I can see MK Harry just reposted it. So everybody who's reposting it, I see you guys. You guys are the real chuds, the real badman, the real badman. So this is a moment for an announcement. If you're a fan of the Memecoin show, the most life-changing show on the freaking internet is the Memecoin show. We now got a sponsor. We got Ledger is now officially sponsoring the Memecoin show. And we got this Ledger wallet from them also as a gift and as an example. So within the next couple of days, I will be showing you guys how to set this up. And yeah, you should definitely get yourself a Ledger. Use our link because it comes with a special bonus that you can claim from Ledger themselves. And if you're watching right now, if you're watching, drop a W for Ledger in the chat. For supporting the best meme coin show in the freaking world, we're going to the moon. Because You see, when you make all the money that you're going to be making, we're all going to get rich. Murad is on the way to becoming the first Memecoin billionaire. And then there's you and there's me, and we're all going to make it. You want to make sure you keep that money safe. And the best way to do it is through a hardware wallet. And this is the Ledger Flex. It's bigger, it's touch screen. It doesn't run out of battery. Bluetooth, the most sophisticated hardware wallet in the world. Get it. It costs you almost close to nothing if you compare the amount of security that is required to keep you and your money safe. All right. So W to Ledger for supporting the Memecoin show. Never say I didn't tell you about it. All right. So let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the freaking show right now. Media assets. Let's put a Ledger logo actually. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about Giga for a second. And then after that, I'll bring on 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 to talk about the Tono Network. But for now, let's showcase our sponsor, Ledger. There we go. We got Ledger as a sponsor. The little logo is right there, which is nice. It's cute. I like it when it's like that. Yeah, bros, get yourself a Ledger. Just make sure you use my link to get that Ledger. Get a few. One for you, one for your girlfriend, one for your boyfriend, one for your wife, one for your kids. It doesn't matter. If you have kids, this is what I recommend. For every kid you have, make sure you allocate 1 Bitcoin for them. If I have kids today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get each kid gets 1 Bitcoin on the first day they're born. Put it in a ledger, put it somewhere safe. If you have 6 kids, the 6 Bitcoin, then you guarantee that these kids are going to be rich as hell. They drive a Lambo on the 18th birthday. That's how you got to do it. That's how I think everybody should be doing it. Trump is trying to do it. Trump is trying to give every American baby who was born from, I think, 1st of 2025 up until 2029, is trying to give them free money, free US dollars. The problem is that it's giving them dollars and they're buying stocks. So in 10 years, that money that 1.5K might be like 10 grand, maybe less, especially because the US economy is currently extremely, extremely risky and the debt ratio is too much. But if he just said, oh, you know what, we're going to take all this money and put it into a Bitcoin reserve, fuck, man, those kids are going to be super wealthy. Can I loan you 1 BTC? You know, I think I've told this story before. I lost a lot of Bitcoin by lending people money. This girl called Beth in South Africa, she used to be a business partner of mine. I sold 2 Bitcoins to borrow her money for her business. She was doing some startup. Only I found out later that she was basically scamming. She was doing part of a pyramid scheme, or I don't know. She lost all that money. I never see it again. And she blocked me everywhere. So I have so much trauma when it comes to either taking my Bitcoin and lending it to other people. I'll never forget that story. Anyway, so I mean, but if you're good at something, okay, we can make a deal. If you're like a good trader, I can maybe provide you some capital. If you're good at something, maybe you're good at social media, maybe you're good at editing videos, give me some service if you want to earn money. Do something, and then in exchange, we exchange value. That's how it works. Okay, so let's go. Big if true is a failed play because it's already rugged, so we're not even going to look into that. But let's go ahead and investigate Giga. Giga, what's going on with Giga, my ninja? Giga, my ninja. So I've been analyzing this for a while now. I told you about this yellow line here that we just need to break out, and we did. And today, the highest we went was 0.032, and we're basically just getting warmed up here. The steam has now begun to move. The biggest move has now begun. We're going to pump from here. The next serious level of resistance is around 45. All right, so we are now talking about 50% pump until we get there. There we go. Yeah, exactly 51% before we actually face a little bit of resistance. But that's nothing. I'm expecting this to also be $1 billion because we have fiat coin, we have SPX. Both of these coins are already at $1 billion. So $1 billion is becoming normal only for caught meme coins. The other meme coins are going to continue to struggle every day. Don't worry about them. But the ones that are extremely supported by the community will continue to pump. Now, I need you to pay attention to what's going on with Giga here because you have never seen such a thing before in the history of your portfolio. Right here, you got a lot of volumes coming in. That was the moment where it really went to the moon. Since then, we haven't seen anything. You know, it was just flatlined. The market was basically denying it to pump. Only now, if you pay attention to the volumes, we are seeing volumes coming back in. Now, I want to use my gargantua indicator, the best indicator in the world that helped me to make money in crypto, and that is the Nitros Bull. I will call upon my ticker, Giga 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀. Okay, remember, Giga 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀 is listed on Coinbase already. Guess what? The next one is going to be Robinhood. So Giga 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀 looks like this, and if I call upon the ultimate Nitros Bull, what is it going to say? You can see it right here with me. Today is the day the Nitros Bull has now called bullish on Giga. And you know the Nitros Bull doesn't play any games. We have made so much money on this channel, turning 10K into $120,000 in Q4 using the same indicator. So that is why today I decided to go all in on Giga. Like I told you, I don't hold a lot of Giga at spot. Mostly, it's a big trade for me. I think it's one of the easiest play that I can see in June and beyond. With good amount of leverage, especially if your liquidation price is deep enough to maintain and also sustain for some volatility, because I think in the next 24 hours, things might get a little too volatile. You can see the market is getting a little red already. But ultimately, I think this is one of the grand opportunities that stands in crypto now. Okay, this is the second largest meme coin in the Murad portfolio, just so that you know. And it actually had a good run before. This is not its first rodeo. Just so that we're on the same page here. This is not its first rodeo. This coin is down bad from, let's say, from here to a new all-time high. We're looking at 257%. But the market cap is like $300 million. For it to go to 1B, we're looking at another 3.3x. This can happen relatively quickly within a month. I don't care. What I have done, I just opened my long position and I'm sticking to it. Not financial advice. If you want to get the Nitros Bull indicator, for those of you in the comments asking what you got to do, go to cryptouniversity.network. Cryptouniversity.network. And when you go to Crypto University, you go into the menu. There is a tab called Signals. You click that tab. And then when you get here, there is the Nitros Bull indicator. It's $200. You only pay once and you have it forever. And it's being constantly upgraded. Now, it has some new features. It's more accurate than before. And this is what I use. I keep it simple. Nitros Bull tells me bullish, I buy. Bear, I sell. So we can have a look at something like SPX. What did the Nitros Bull say about SPX before it pumped? When did the Nitros Bull give us the signal? Okay, you can see that the Nitros Bull already provided the signal for SPX all the way on the 28th of March. I think that's crazy if you missed it, because it was there for you. That was, so it called bullish when the price was roughly about 52 cents. If you listened, now you would have been up 3x to reach this level. Woo! We're winning, bros. These are the days we have been waiting for. So DamX, you can come on in, bro. Let's talk about what's going on in the Tono. You can jump on stage at the same time. We shall be exploring a little bit more of what's going on in the other trenches ultimately. Okay, so I do have some future positions, I think, here as well. I opened another position on ETH long, on Gate. Yeah, there you go. So you see, I have another 5x position long on Gate here. It's also in profit, $2,640. I only used $4,000 as margin, but I've already made $2,600, which is $77. 77%. My estimated liquidation price is $19.47. So this is the easiest money you can ever make, right? All I have to do, when was my entry? Okay, I know what my entry was. I can simply just limit my losses by putting it at the, so I'll put my stop loss. I would just put it back at 24.30. Entire stop loss, it's going to have to be 24.30. All right, even at that, it's going to be a profit actually, because I'll make like $27. But at least I'm now guaranteed to not lose any money on this position. This is how you trade. You keep it simple. You keep it simple, bros. You don't try to complicate things too much. All right. So Damex is here. Let's talk to him and find out in what trenches he is here now, and then what kind of offer. How do we get rich from all these ton activities? What's up, Damex? You here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, so let me just plug in my headphones for a moment. 1 sec.
All right, cool, man.
It looks like I left my bigger headphones in my car. Or not? Maybe not. Found them. Yep, I'm back. Damex, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, man.
Perfect, bro. What's up? What's going on in the ton trenches?
A lot has really been going on, man. Like Gifts has been going crazy. You know, it was released in January by the Telegram team. So yeah, it has really been going crazy, like multiple X's and stuff. Yeah. So I basically don't have any, outline, but I'm just going to be saying everything from my head, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, but so you guys are making, we're looking at the price of ton. It hasn't been going up that much. And I look at the price of the memes like Notcoin, they haven't been going up. So like, where is the money? Where are you guys farming the money?
Basically, it's just the NFT, just the NFT, basically just Telegram NFTs, right? Telegram gifts. It's called Telegram gifts, right? But we call it NFT. But Durov and Telegram, they push this narrative of gifts and collectibles. They don't want to complicate the whole process. But yeah, we call it NFTs. So yeah, so you can just go to Get Gems. I think you can see getgems.io. I think you should be able to see some of the
getgems.io. So this is where you guys trend for the NFTs?
Yeah, that is one of the marketplaces, bro. There is not everything. Getgems.io. Then you can scroll down a little bit. Yeah. Then,
so can you tell me first, how much, can you tell me the multiples of how much money has been is being made here? So what are the best flips? Can you flip $5 to $20, or you can flip $10 to 1,000. What margins?
It's actually crazy. Okay, I'm going to look for a chart. I think I'm coming. Just give me some few minutes. I think a recent chart of okay, I think I found it. I don't know. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you want to share your screen? Sure, go for it.
All right, let me see. Just to make sure. Yeah.
Just let me know when you share it, then I'll bring it on screen.
All right. I think it's kind
Bros,
of.
while we watch, you can also drop your tickers, the tickers you want me to explore. You can just drop them in the chat. I'll have a look, guys. So yeah, go ahead, Dan. You say?
Yeah, I might have to restart my browser to be able to share my screen. I think that's what it's asking me to do.
Sure, do it.
All right.
Yeah, so Damex will be back. But basically what we're trying to figure out, guys, is the Ton ecosystem. It's booming with the NFT stuff, and a lot of people are making money, and he has been telling me about it. He sent me some NFTs before as gifts. And I'm looking at the growth, the market cap. The last time I checked was like, oh, you see, last time I checked, this number was about 30, it was 21 million. Now it's $36 million in sales, primary sales. It's crazy. So people are flipping NFTs. They'll, put in like $50 and they're selling now at 6,000 or something like that. So we want to be able to know what the hell is going on. Plush Pepe started from $30. Now they're selling at 16K or so. Victor, if you want to join in, you're more than welcome, by the way. But yeah, it's good numbers to see. So we want to make sure that we're also in it, because of course the Solana stuff is popular, but you want to have an edge in another market that is not completely saturated. If you remember in 2024, we had a moment where Ton and the entire ecosystem was dominating, Notcoin and all these other stuff. And a lot of people missed out because they were only exposed to Solana. So we're doing this shit to explore and get more edge, guys. We want the edge for us to win big. So it seems like we're bringing a lot of Ton people. Victor is going to join as well. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, sorry. It was actually the Dune analytic page I was actually trying to pull up, but I think you're already on it already. So
yeah, exactly.
Let me try and share my screen. Just give me a few minutes.
But what has been your story, Damex? Like how did you go about it? What has been the experience for you? Have you been able to flip some money in the NFTs? What was the strategy?
Yeah, so basically I would say well, everything is actually visible. Like people can check out my profile to see. Initially, I think I invested probably about let's say probably 5K, approximately 5 to 7K or thereabouts. And now at least I think the floor price of I think that is like what's close to 100K if I'm not mistaken.
Damn, bro, that's a nice cook.
Yeah, and that is just in the space of few months. I think last month it was less than 20K if I could remember, but now it's like 90 something K or thereabouts. So like it's crazy, you know. There were gifts that were even sold by Telegram for like less than $1, and right now they are in like 3-figure floor price, and
Okay, so can you put me on? Like, is this early right now, or this is already saturated?
Hey, GM.
GM Victor, we can hear you, bro. What's good?
Also.
Yeah, I wanted to say about you asking about if it's early. this is actually. Oh, wait a second. My headphone may turn out. Give me a sec. First of all, I think that Telegram NFT gifts are overall only just getting an attention of what they are. I don't think so people have seen them before until now. And then we really never witnessed something at this scale. Because look, the biggest exposure before for the NFT market, it was tied to basically a few million people exploring the NFTs directly on chain. Here, it is integrated in one of the largest applications in the world, the 5th largest, in fact, with over 1 billion monthly active users. It's just the scale never was this. Yeah. By the way, Damex, I actually have the exact post of what you're referencing. Great BTC, I will send it to you in DM. It's on X here. With the data of returns from the mint price. So as you've been asking about this one, that there is someone made exactly this chart, so you could take a look. I just sent it.
All right, cool. Let me have a look at that. So meanwhile, I just renamed the stream on X to Telegram Ton NFT Flipping. If you guys could share it, that would be great also, so that we get the community together. So you sent me a DM with a link to
a tweet, yes, of a Zenith on X. Yeah. And yeah, let me reshare the space, of course, too. But in short, yeah,
wow.
They started just as a gift.
$700 to 39,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea is a little different from NFTs, I suppose. But the idea is that these are people are buying them because they're gifts, so that you can gift it to someone.
Yeah, so at first Telegram released them as gifts. You're right here. They released it somewhere at the end of 2024, last year. And originally they've been purchased in stars, which is the Telegram currency inside of the Telegram due to the Apple policy. So that's pretty much the only reason why star exists. But anyways, so originally people bought them in stars and they could send them to friends, to their family members, whatever they want to do, right? They were unupgradable. No one knew that there is going to be anything related to that. And then what Telegram did is they kind of made it a reveal thing. So you've got all the Telegram NFT gifts, and basically once they finish up the design, they do the reveal for them. And then you get an opportunity to get something either rare or a common. It really depends on your luck because, for example, I was lucky to get the bag, which is like a very famous collection as well as doing pretty good volume, on the black background. And there is literally 0 of those models that I have with a black background that are listed across all the marketplaces. So even if you want to buy one, there is not a single one listed. So you could get this lucky, or you could get just a common one, let's say the floor one, where there is no really interesting match. The model is not really, the most viral or rare. So there is this element to it. And that's why some people getting let's say, I have, I don't know, 100 gifts and then just upgrading them, hoping to get something cool. Because basically, in a sense, I've got, let's say 55 of the rockets. If at least 2 of them will turn out to be rare with the black backgrounds, that will probably outpay for me for an entire chunk of them, 55 that I bought. But once again, I don't know if that is going to be the case until that happens. So there is this interest and excitement around this. And the latest collections, even though they've been massive supply, in hundreds of thousands of pieces, 250K, 350K, they've been sold out in no time, bro. So people looking at this wait, those collection is not even small supply, and they're selling out and they're generating secondary volume. So what's interesting here is that the big supply, as at first people have been criticizing it, is not an issue, but rather an opportunity. And there's a lot of interesting trades. And I'll give you an example. I didn't know it until Luca Netz went and bought actually some Telegram NFT gifts himself. He brought alpha to me, basically. That's what I'm trying to say here. But he bought the Snow Mittens collection, Pingu model. I did not know that this model exists. Bro, I bought 3 of them. And he also got this Jingle Bell Arctic Igloo. I was holy fuck. I never knew that those pieces exist. because they are from quite big collections, and it takes time for you to go through all the traits of every collection and explore. I think at this point there's like around 100 collections. Well, I have no idea in total that have been released by Telegram. Some been upgraded, some not. But this is insane. And why all the noise around the plush peppers? As you've been probably wondering, and several others, why they are bigger than the rest. First of all, smaller supply. Second of all, they've been from the OG bundle, so the first gifts that got released. And then with the plush pepper is actually good art. They're cute. It's a small collection supply. It's pepper culture, and is released by the Telegram himself. So they quickly became #1. And I mean, there is another collection, Hard Locker, that has smaller supply than plush pepper, but yet they are cheaper. Why? Because it's not pepper culture. As much as all the degens would love them to flip plush peppers, I don't think so that this is going to be easily achievable, if at all. I'm not saying like impossible because we're in crypto. Maybe there's like Pavel Durov comes in and starts shilling, like hard lockets, and then the next thing you know, they explode. That's possible. But what I'm saying is, organically, I doubt that anything would actually challenge the first place of the plush peppers. And it formed quite over time. So it's like has Pavel himself done anything with this, or it's just been the community and the company itself, but he hasn't really collected anything? Because I think that's no, Pavel Durov has. Pavel Durov has, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't know. But he bought a bunch of gifts and sent it to his girlfriend. He himself bought himself a golden plush pepper. He paid like, I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars for it. And then he got many other gifts. He has them on the channel and on his personal profile, full setup. So it's like, 14 gifts that he is displaying. And the one that he is actually showcasing on his profile was sent to him by the founder of Tono Marketplace, which is #1 marketplace in NFTs right now, flipping an entire Ethereum on volume, for the NFTs. And the guy who is the founder just bought it on the market for like $50,000 and sent it to Pavel Durov. And he's wearing that on his profile. So no, Pavel Durov has gifts, wearing them. And yesterday he also tweeted about them and posted on his Telegram. So, or was it the day before yesterday? I mean, it's kind of a very dynamic space. So yeah, you feel me on this one. And Dynamics collection is fire, bro.
Great. I sent you the link of Pavel's account, so you can check out his profile and stuff.
Oh wow! So his last post was really about the collectible gifts, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like not a joke. He's all in on this one too, and he sees what's happening, and he's pretty much on Telegram team also satisfied with that, because for them that generated them a lot of profits and revenue on the sale, on the launch of gifts, because it technically sold them as gifts, as just a gift, like a digital gift. And for them, it's a new revenue stream. And then for the community, that is a digital collectible that forms the secondary market, where they get the appreciation and the community is formed around them, which is very interesting.
I can see the next play of this is probably going to be, you said Luca is already playing this, so I can see Pudgy Penguins coming up with their own collection out very, very soon.
Yeah, but you see, there is a problem that only Telegram can release gifts. No one else can. So, I mean, so far, there is no changes to that. I mean, it would be amazing if Pudgy Penguins do, but it's just not the
but
case
I think
so far.
They could really, Telegram itself could probably work with them to release. But I like the fact that it's only Telegram that can do it, because the moment they open it up, and then it's just going to become scam play for everybody.
Oh, exactly. And you see, that's why it is even better, because there is no founder like behind it that will fuck up the project or something. It's like, it's gifts. Mini apps inside of Telegram can integrate them if they wish. And then there is never been a single promise. They're gifts, literally. So that's kind of the starting point. And then if any utility comes along, which is, by the way, is a public information, it is coming. There is Goat Gaming that is developing a game for the plush pepper holders right now. There's a lot more other things happening. For example, I'm making an anime series that is featuring plush pepper. I actually tweeted it. You can see on my page somewhere.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I can now understand the game. It's like within the Telegram ecosystem, because they already have the numbers, the network effects, you can now have a situation where these NFTs or gifts actually have some value, because already they're gifts for once. They're not just a PFP on your Twitter account. They can easily be verified on Telegram, and you can actually gift someone. Like and if they do a game where...
Fun fact, do you know Gigi, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀? She actually got one as a gift in the past. She had no idea they were worth anything. When we were in Dubai, I told her, hey, do you know that this cost $1,500? She was shocked. And that day I joined her stream just to listen, chatted in the chat a little bit. And she actually shared that, yeah, she still owns this plush 𝗶𝗺𝗺𝗀𝘀. Today it is like $16,000 or whatever it is.
Wow, that's
it was a gift. Yeah, she got it as a gift. At some point, someone sent her, probably also didn't know what it's gonna be worth. But Gigi is so fucking lucky. She got a big bag of gifts right now, and she's just probably sitting on her hand.
Bros, if you wanna share a gift with me, it's at @GreatBTC. Okay, send me a couple of papers, especially the golden ones. I'm waiting. If you guys love me,
or the red one like Azuki, right?
Which one is also more important? So we got the flash papers, or the number one on top.
So this is actually a good question. So first of all, the numbers are also important of NFT. So the plush 𝗶𝗺𝗺𝗀𝘀 number 1 belongs to Pavel Durov. That's what the founder of Tono Marketplace bought and sent to him for $50,000 or so, around that number. But then beside that, of course, there is interesting, cool models like the golden one. What other people like, I think 𝗀𝗺𝗻𝗀 is the right person to talk about this. He likes the black and white trades. And so there's like plush 𝗶𝗺𝗺𝗀𝗀s on the black background. It's literally impossible to get them. Like, I don't even know the price point. It's just impossible. Like, I mean, I wish you luck if you will discover how to get it at reasonable price, but I don't think so. It is going to be easy, probable, or at all. But the black backgrounds is something that the people picked to be very valuable on Telegram because it customizes your profile. So if you have a black background, then on your profile, you'll have a black background once you wear it. So that's why this is kind of turned out to be the point. But then if we speak of the golden plush 𝗶𝗺𝗺𝗀𝗀 on the black background, impossible. If you speak, I don't know, of the black and white plush 𝗶𝗺𝗺𝗀𝗀 on black background, nearly impossible too. And I mean, you could chat to 𝗀𝗺𝗻𝗀, he'll tell you how hard it was to get his own, because he got a nice one.
Yeah, I got a black and white one, but unfortunately it wasn't on a black background though, but it was like in a little bit dark background. Yeah, but Gary, I sent you some gift. I think I sent you the vintage cigar, and I sent you a star notepad, but you haven't added it to your profile yet. It has an orange
to be
profile.
honest, I haven't really done anything with those gifts you sent me, but thank you. I appreciate all the gifts. Let me check it out now. Actually, let's see what all that means.
Let me reply to the message. I think currently now I sent you about 2 unique gifts. I think the other ones I sent you were the ones that Telegram just sold recently, but the minting hasn't happened yet. But there was one I tagged. If you check your Telegram now, I tagged, since you are 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, so the gift is specifically kind of, related to, it has an orange background. So if you set it as if you wear it on your Telegram profile, it's going to change your background to yellow, and it's kind of related to trading and stuff. So yeah, I just felt it to be, it to fit your kind of vibe. So yeah,
thanks, bro. I'm collecting it now. Okay, so this is quite insane, bro. So are there any new launches? Like, how is this whole game working right now? Like, are there new launches that you look up to? If I want to play this game and I want to flip like 20 grand to 1 mil, what would be the strategy? Obviously, I missed out on the plush 𝗶𝗺𝗺𝗀𝗀s. What do you think? What's the evolution now of this world of gifts and stuff like that? Like, how do you guys even perceive value in this? How do you decide to be like, okay, this might be good, maybe not this one?
Victor, do you want to take that?
Yeah, I could explain, of course. I think that first of all, speaking of the gifts, Telegram releasing them like in a big celebration days. The last one was the National Kids Day. I mean, if you look at your calendar and probably paying attention to like the biggest celebration, that may be a good way to understand if they may release some collection at this day or that day. For example, I'm eagerly anticipating the National Surfer Day, hoping they will release the surfboards. Like, I don't know if they will, but I'm hoping. And so far, as I see it, maybe they will do just one full circle, like 1 year of all the celebrations, and then that will be over. Maybe not, but this is my assumption. So to the point. And I mean, if you're starting today with 20 grand, you think you're late to 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀? It's like, bro, well, 𝗧𝗶𝗶𝗺 is still below 20 grand. Let's start with this. And then
All right.
yeah, so that's to your point, because you start with 20 grand. Then the second one would be, well, you would need to look for the low supply collections that do have a very strong community and the high volume and interest from the global market. 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 really took over the global market, but there are a few more collections that picking up the interest a lot in the global community, like Chinese and Russian-speaking community, been very keen to the helmets and heart lockets, which are new collections. They're still on the pre-market right now. So you technically cannot send them, and people just forming the market value of them in a sense. But once they're going to be tradable fully, then we will see probably a little price adjustment. But right now, heart lockets is the number 8 most expensive NFT collection in all crypto. And they are still on the pre-market. They're not even like fully tradable. Like, you cannot send them to friend. Like, I cannot send you a heart locket if I have one, because there is a waiting period so that people don't get scammed. And it has to do with the policy of Apple return policy, like 21-day waiting period, basically. Because you're getting on-chain collectible. Like, what are you planning to refund here, right? So that's why they had to make it. But to my point, there is always something new. And heart lockets also started like on stars. I mean, they were expensive. I think they were like 10,000 stars.
Loot bags,
is
bro.
10,000 stars? What is like $200 or something?
Look at this one, loot bags. You know what?
Yeah, this is bags. I've been telling you about this one. I've got one on the black background. Amazing collection too. It generates a lot of volume. That's
yeah. I can see people sending it to their girls and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what Pavel Durov did. And his girl, I'm sure, liked it a lot because she went on the stream with like a famous Russian streamer, and they've been buying exactly them. And so it's like, yeah, you're not mistaken here, and this is exactly what happened. Even at the level of, like someone being next to the Pavel Durov, like, oh, holy shit, this is super cool. I want one, I want more, etc. And
okay,
yeah,
so
this is
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get one of my Russian friends to be covering this section of my stream. So she will be coming here. I will give her the capital to be shopping around until we figure out whatever is valuable.
I mean, because they are naturally very good at what's cute, what looks nice. But I will tell you, so those bags, Swiss watches, is another one, because many of them are literally a replica of Rolexes. You can go and check Swiss watches. You will understand what I mean right away.
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got like 30, bro. I've got them all. I've got the Day Trader too, which is like 300 ton or something. Because I was like, I want one, and I'm working that on my Telegram profile. And look, you see the floor ones are more like simple, and then you got some like good looking Rolexes, and some of them are gold ones. And find the model Day Trader, you will see why I like it so much too. And then I've got it on the orange background, I believe, or at least it nicely reflects on my profile.
Okay, I see. Yeah, this is super alpha from Telegram trenches. And I think it's too early because nobody is really talking about this. It's just you guys.
That's exactly what I mean. And well,
and
now you guys starting to catch up.
And I look at the views that you guys get, like the Telegram post. They don't trend as much anymore. They don't get as much views anymore. So that is a good sign that there's alpha. If people are currently spending that amount of money on this stuff already, there obviously going to be a season where it's a ton ecosystem season, just like last year. All of this shit is going to go off the roof. So,
you know what I like to compare gifts to? Because if we go this rabbit hole, it's like, okay, what is the potential of Telegram releasing something? Have they done it? Yes, they've done. and that was anonymous numbers. And Damex is one of like the earliest believers in anonymous numbers. And you can check their chart. Damex, could you like help with this one a little bit? Because I know much less about them, but I also own one. But to my
Yeah, let me
point,
check it.
yeah, to my point, they've been released 2 years ago. And if you look at the chart right now, you will understand what I'm saying and understand my interest and why I went spending 15 grand on buying this, on buying all of the gifts I have. I spent actually about 15 grand to buy them all. Right now, I don't even know what's the value of this. Like a single plush Pepe is more than this. But yeah, I've spent 15 grand in total.
Wow. So that you probably turned that into 6 figures by now.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've got 4 Peppers, bro. And I mean, yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Winning is good, guys. We gotta win. I love it. Okay,
Yeah,
so
great.
the numbers are crazy.
I just sent you the chart of anonymous numbers, like the kind of trading view kind of charts on Telegram.
Yeah. I mean, this is a good example of an asset on chain, on Ton, that released by Telegram itself that is highly tied to its ecosystem. And then what's interesting here is that it's not a small supply collection either. Great
You can
BTC
view the
is
dollar price.
130,000. Is a supply of 130,000. It's not a small one. Like it's not a 10K. And you see this chart. So that's why my interest since the beginning in gifts. And seeing what's happening right now and us talking here just proves my point that I wasn't wrong in that judgment. And we've seen the past example of what happened when people catch up on what it actually is. And I still don't understand what is an anonymous number, but I own one. You see, it gets to this point. Damex has many. Like, I mean, Damex, would you explain what are they? Like, what are these anonymous numbers?
Yeah. So basically, anonymous numbers are just numbers that you can use to log into your Telegram accounts without any physical SIM. So you log in, you get your OTP on the blockchain using your blockchain wallet. It's not really connected to any Web2, it's just basically Web3. Yeah, you get your OTP on the blockchain, right, on fragments, then you log in into your account. So you're not like tied to any physical SIM, right? Well, the only thing is that these anonymous numbers can only be used for the Telegram app, right? Because when I was trying to like onboard some other people, they were like, "Can I use the number, elsewhere?" I told them no. That is only, can only be used in the Telegram app. And Telegram is growing, right? And more people want to like value their privacy more, right? They won't want to like attach their, SIM card, they don't want anything attached to like, there are people that value their privacy. Like someone like me now, I take privacy and security like very important to get, even apart from the flex, right? Of showing off, the anonymous number. I also like how private it is. So yeah, so that is like one of the utility. And Telegram recently released an update whereby if you should message someone on Telegram for the first time, it's going to show the country that you're from, right? If you're from Nigeria, it's going to show this number is messaging you from Nigeria. If you're from
it already does that now.
Yeah.
Yes. So if I
but
send
if
you the
you're using
message
an
right now
anonymous
first,
number,
yeah, you will see where I'm from if anonymous number is not tied. That's right.
yeah, but if you're using an anonymous number, it's just going to show anonymous or private or something like that. So because of that, people will also want to, get an anonymous number because they don't want to know where, they don't want people to know where they are from and stuff. And it might seem very like it's small, thing, but it's actually a huge, people are actually going to consider that. In fact, that was one of my friends, Zeus the Great. I was actually the one that kind of onboarded him to anonymous numbers. Like he didn't like the fact that if he messages someone, the person is going to know the country he's from and stuff. So he decided to get one. So yeah, so that is one of.
Bros. So okay, I do have a bunch of ton that is not utilized. So I think I'm just gonna go degen on this shit. And then you guys, I think we should be doing this maybe once a week if you guys are down to just keep the trenches up to date with what's going on.
Yeah,
I think this
absolutely.
is a fun space to explore, actually.
I think we should also bring Geo, for example, because he and Tom Cabal exploring models, bro. So look, let's find some big collection, get some big supply, like whatever you like more. For example, those hats. You see the first one, like on the auctions.
Yeah, I like
check
the hat. Yeah.
Yeah, check the collection of these hats, for example. It's relatively big. It's like 30 something thousand. You can go and like see an entire collection. And from there, you will find out that there are some models that are just really looking outstanding, and they match with the backgrounds. And this is kind of thing that really falls into many people's heart. And there is Pepe-inspired models. Like this is a thing inside of the Telegram gifts. So there would be, for example, Party Sparkle Pepe model. There would be Heart Locket for ninjas, like representing 4 plush Pepes, literally looking like them. And so you will see that pattern in many different collections. There's going to be Pepe-inspired traits. And so in every collection, people looking for those Pepe-inspired traits. But this is one just example. But there is more, because some people like Pokemons, right? Maybe you like Pokemons, I don't know. And if you do, there is a bunch of Pokemon traits. And some of like really cool ones I consider like cool cats in this regard, Party Sparkle, etc. There is much more. But this fact that there is something for everyone is making it crazy. And I have another great example. It's record players. And by the way, Snoop Dogg has a record player with the banana, the golden one that he's rocking on his channel. You can easily find that too. And inside this collection, there is the record player with the name Misfits. Misfits is my favorite TV show, by the way, British one. If anyone want to watch, spend some time. I really love this one. I watched it like, I don't know, 15 times in my life. It's incredible. I found this trade. I was like, no fucking way. Pavel Durov and his team integrated like my favorite TV show into the gifts. And of course, it's above the floor. So similarly, like with the rare board apes, like let's say the golden one, etc., you're gonna find that there is a separate floor price inside of the massive collections for the particular models. And I've mentioned before the Snow Mittens Pingu model. They're like nearly 10x of the floor of the Snow Mittens. It's a big difference. So getting, for example, a regular Swiss watch on the floor or getting the trader is also not the same thing. The trader is like, I don't know, 300 plus ton, where the floor may be like 60, 70 ton. This is very big difference. I think actually the separation is bigger, but that's just to clarify my point. But you can explore those whole collections. You can see all of this. But I suggest try to do it on a little bit more sophisticated marketplace, because here it's going to be complicated on Get Games. I think in that regard, Tono and Portals are a little bit more advanced.
Portals?
They're inside of
Portals dot?
Yeah.
No, it's inside of Telegram mini app.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
within
it's on your
Telegram.
Telegram, bro.
Yeah, I
It's
sent
not
you the
on the
link.
web even.
I sent you the link so you can check it out in your DM.
Bro, so what I will do, I'm going to create a new portfolio of my Telegram trenching. I'll make it public. You guys can see it, and you can follow if you want. You can sort of see everyday updates. Just a quick update. Our Memecoin portfolio, sort of the market is going down right now. So far, we're now at $125,000 on this portfolio. We still have $25,000 that's not invested, so we're good. And on our perps portfolio right now, still Ethereum long, we're at $33,000 profit still. On our Ton USDT long, we're at $500 loss, but we only opened this yesterday, so makes sense. XRP long, we're at a loss of $6,000. So that's fine. I think we're still looking good. The market is more likely to correct a little bit in the next 24 hours. We're just going to snipe the freaking dips. I use Axiom and Bybit to trade. Links to all these platforms are in my bio on X, on Instagram, and in the description on YouTube. Lots of benefits if you use my link to sign up. So go ahead and exploit that. And if I want to trench so hard with these Telegram stuff, what is the ultimate platform? Is there an equivalent of Axiom of some sort for like tokens or NFTs?
Yeah, well, so I can tell you in a sense of volume, Tonal is dominating the market, and Tonal was the first Telegram NFT gift marketplace. And they are the ones that pioneered with basically all the different cool features that you see even present in all the rest. So everyone else is technically copying what Tonal already does. Tonal just surpassed 1 million monthly active users. Like the biggest like days in the last couple of days, I'd say their market share was like in between of 50 to 60% market dominance of all the trades for Telegram NFT gifts. So Tonal is ultimately literally one of the greatest platforms, and portals been catching up lately too. I think they're doing like a campaign and people choosing portals because there's lower fees. But then look, it's also important on Tonal, you can also have lower fees if you hold the token. But that's why their token exploded in price, bro. So you see, it's like you're eventually
Okay,
get to the point, okay, where
what's
do I
the
go to pay
token?
less fees? It's I don't know
Their
what is it
token
called.
is Tono? Tonod?
Yeah, I think yeah. Check it out. I think yes.
No, but this
Tonel.
Tono
No,
here.
no. Tonnel.
Yeah.
Ah, Tono. Okay, I see. Tono Network.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So
I
that
see.
one, and then check the chart for like a bigger time frame, and so you'll see what I mean. But uh, yeah, the guy built incredible marketplace,
Oh, wow.
and no, but
It's
check
up like
the chart
15x.
literally. Yeah, check how the chart looks like. It's ridiculous, man. It's literally like bro is building, and that is reflecting because he's built the marketplace that everyone wants to go to, but then people don't want to pay gas fees so much. No, because I think Tunnel takes 10%. And I mean, if you want to lower them, what you got to do is hold a token, and then you can
Right.
offset that. But then there
Um.
is portals that you don't have to hold a token, and they also have like a lower commission. So that is why people choosing portals as well. So you see, they're now competing in a sense for the market share. It's a very interesting dynamic, and I kind of like it because it forces them to make a better product. And I mean, Tonal been innovating and still dominating, but other players trying to catch up and utilizing different marketing tactics for it. And I could tell you that it's going to be very interesting to see the natural development and how they get to take it further. But so far, it is incredible. And shout out to Mr. Freeman for building Tunnel and pioneering in this, because if not him, we wouldn't have so many cool functions, including giveaways you could host inside of the Telegram and Twitch. Like literally, it's all inside of his mini app on Telegram. Like you could check.
Amazing. So I think I'll figure out an idea of how we can have fun with the Telegram gifts and stuff. I'll be sending handbags and Rolexes and shit like that. So you guys make sure you subscribe, you're following, and you're sharing the stream. We just bagged a new sponsor today, Ledger. They're sponsoring this stream. Get yourself one of these. Make sure you use my link to get the benefits. If you love your crypto, you need to use this device right here. It works for Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, Ton, everything is a go. So if you love your coins, your NFTs, get yourself a Ledger wallet. And shout out to Victor and Damex. And Damex especially because he really grind hard to get me on top of this stuff. And it's my laziness that I've actually missed out on a lot of this shit. But it's still
Bro,
early
we
because
tried.
nobody else is really talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, people start to talk now. I could tell you that the conversation really going global here. What's interesting is that it is not just one particular language group. It is completely different communities that are talking about this right now. It is people from Chinese-speaking community that comparing that to CSGO skins and saying, guys, this is literally on chain. You literally own it. This is crazy. They show how cute they are. It clicks because in Asia, they really love this digital cool stuff you could buy online. So for them, it's very normalized. Then the Russian regions, they went heavy since the beginning. They've been literally the reason why all of this really started to grow more and more, because they've been so into it. So the Russian region's been exploring it since like the start. And then we've got now a lot of projects joining Ton ecosystem, such as Azuki, Pudgy Penguins. We've had 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 just did a sellout of their sticker collection. Moonbirds created Telegram channel working Telegram NFT gifts. So the global community and the US market also starts to actually have conversations and ask questions. We received numerous DMs about this. I
So
wrote threads.
have the Moonbirds launched their own collection already?
No, not yet. You see, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 have. The 𝗧𝗶𝗀𝗀's already
Fantastic.
sold out, bro.
Right.
Yeah, Azuki still
It's early,
didn't
bro.
as well.
It's early.
So
It's early.
yeah, well,
I can
to
see
my
because
point, yeah.
what's going on. I was just about to say what's going on. You know what? The real money, the real pump, it will come when the US markets get in, because that's what matters the most. Those guys have the most money, so we can see like 100K floor prices on certain collection when the US get in. So I think the biggest moment would be when Pudgy Penguins look. You know what? I'm starting to think that the NFT pump or NFT season might come back, but it might be on Ton instead of Ethereum or Solana, actually, since it's already sort of started to work.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what is interesting here? Speaking of the US based audience, I think at scale, why there is not that many of the US based users is because the Telegram wallet, the one that is directly inside of your Telegram, is not accessible in the US. And it is
Right.
not because of the issues in the past with the SEC, which is an interesting story. If anyone hasn't read about that, please check it out. I think there's a lot of resources available, including my posts and well-written analysis. But to my point is, it is very interesting dynamic to see that it all happening while the best technology that is the easiest way to get onboarded to crypto is not accessible to this market. And it's supposed to come very, very soon, that the Ton space is going to be accessible to the US audience. And I believe that once this happens, things really got to change, because you guys have like no idea how easy it is to use blockchain with Telegram and Ton. It's like it's a whole new thing. So I think that's going to be very soon.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for that moment. And starting today, I'm going all in. This is my moment of conversion. I'm now convinced that NFTs are going to happen, but they will be on Ton and not on Solana, not on Ethereum.
Yeah,
And we welcome all Solana and Ethereum NFTs to come over and launch stickers and build their communities on Telegram and Ton as well. There is a lot of traits that may match their brand identities, and they could launch their own stickers and make them tradable too, and tokenize their IP in the completely new ecosystem. And we really would love to see them joining. And if any of them are actually watching it right now, their team members, please send a DM to Zenith. Zenith_Ton. You will find it surely. He has the affiliate badge with Ton as well. He's our NFT lead. And we will be happy to see you. Yeah.
I do have some people at like some big brands that would want to do something like that. So I will talk to them and see what they want, and I'll just connect them with you guys.
Yeah, connect them to Zenith directly. Send them a message. Like, he will be happy to talk to you right away.
If you guys are watching this and you're not in the trenches 24/7, which is my Telegram channel, you got to join right now, because I have a plan of how we should attack the Ton ecosystem and dominate as the trench warriors. So if you're not in my Telegram group, link is in the description, link in bio. Join the Telegram group. I think together we can work together and dominate the Ton NFT ecosystem before it takes off. So you have seen people they were buying stuff for $30. Now they're selling it for $16,000 a piece. So even if you have $100 to your name, there's something we can do together and dominate into something. It's not too late. It's just getting warmed up. I think there are certain collections that we need to become whales, bros. I think the only way to win in this in NFTs, I've done it before. You have to be a whale. I was a whale in Bitcoin puppets. That strategy worked. I think we just got to repeat it now in Ton. That's the only way we're going to win here. So join the Telegram group. Thanks to all the gentlemen that came today on the show. I think we should be having more of this. Ton is being slept on, but I think there's a lot of value and a lot of work going on there. So we don't want to miss out. Thanks, Damien. And thanks to Victor. You guys make sure you follow them as well.
Thanks for having us, bro. It's been incredible to be here.
Yo, thanks for having me too, guy.
Oh, Damex, thanks again. I'll reach out to you when I need any help and stuff like that. I know you got us, so we should be good.
Oh, all right, man. No problem.
Cheers. Right. Or maybe not. For some reason, I was kicked out of my own stream. I don't know why. My computer was acting up, but now I'm back. So I'm just going to close the stream right here, right now, before the computer freaks out again. But I'm glad that we're back. So I see a lot of crying here. The Yay community seems to be watching today, and they're like, "Oh, look at Yay, look at Yay. Why are you not seeing? Why are you not looking, bro?" Like, we were talking about other things, and all you had to do was wait a little bit. So now we can talk about whatever you want us to discuss. I'm more than happy to cover it. So I'm hearing Yay on Ethereum, right? Yay on ETH. But we did look at this token before. So what's new about it? Is anything new about you guys? You're shilling it so much. I don't understand where's the aura here. The volume is weak. The transactions are weak. So like, what am I missing out on? Does my camera follow me? Yeah, my camera follows me wherever I go. So the TOTO, I paid attention to your ticker. Are you happy now, bro? We looked at Yay. I don't think I'm buying yet. I'm not impressed just yet until I see some. Whenever I see some energy, I will buy. But for now, it doesn't look impressive to me. Right now, it's just like no aura, bro. Sorry. So is this the right Yay I'm looking at? Or there's another one? Because you guys, you're typing Yay with so many E's. I don't even know how many E's are the correct ones. Okay, so Ye is correct. Okay, sure. So I looked at Ye, it's kind of weak for now. So until it starts having some motion, I'll buy. But for now, I don't think it's that impressive, bro. Try hard. Any tickers to buy right now? I have, how much do I have now to spend? I have $25,000 now that I can spend on anything you guys tell me, as long as it's impressive. So you tell me what to buy, I'm gonna buy it right away. Just say the word, bros. Say the word. Aura is Binance Cabal. I don't know if you can win in that game right now. It's probably already too late. I might jump on Aura, but I'll wait until maybe a little correction. We need a correction, bros. We need a correction. Okay, big if true. It ragged. Now is it coming? Now it's back at like 2 million. Yeah, I don't understand what Ye is. Tell me what Ye is and I might buy. The last time I checked it, it seemed like it was one of the Mad Fury's characters, which I'm not a big fan of Mad Fury characters anymore after Pepe. But if you have lore that's really impressive, I'll buy. Please don't buy Plush Pepe again. Why? Why shouldn't I buy it? Is it falling now? Gray, what's your take on Pi? I told you to not buy that trash. It's completely garbage. It's a meme from 2000. Okay. So Ye is a meme. Interesting. It could be big if true, because then people talking about Ye, but it's not Kanye West Ye. It's like another Ye. So that's good lore. Can you send me the tokens, bro? Send me some tokens. Send me some Ye. Maybe if you send me some Ye, I might care. Apple. A lot of people like Apple, eh? I'm not a big fan of Apple. But Murad loves this coin for some reason. He loves it. He loves it so much. So you can see the last time I analyzed it, the price was pretty high somewhere there. And it's been down only $77 million now. Probably could go up again. And it's on ETH. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Adrian. But you know what I want? I want to start a new trend. So I'll buy some Plush Pepe a little bit, but I also want to buy some low cap stuff that together we can win. So I'm gonna buy some NFTs, some collections, and then I will start shilling them to the moon until they become the number one. And I don't mind shilling them hard because they're coming from Telegram itself. I'm not putting money into some random dev somewhere. So from a game theory perspective, it's actually in our favor if we come together in our group, in our trenches 24/7, which you should join, and collectively we decide which collection should we buy. When we decide, we should go all freaking in. That's the way to do it, bro. Ah, I see. Oh wow, yay! From 13 years ago. got 100 million views. Okay, now I'm starting to like Yay. Ooh. Can you send me the tokens though? Yeah, bro, Adrian, if you can join the trenches 24/7 and just drop the list in there and tag me, that would be great. Because I can have a look at it after the stream and we can strategize from there. Okay, so this Yay thing is an actual meme, actually. Look, millions of views across the internet. Here's my address, bro. Send me some Yay. Send Yay. Here's my ETH address. If you want to send me some Yay, you're more than welcome to. Okay, bro. So I think I'm going to have to go and trench a little bit, but this was a fantastic stream. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. And we're making so much progress. It's just time for now to look for new opportunities. I'm so pumped with the Telegram stuff. I think there's a great opportunity there. I love it that we're always early. We're always some of the first people to do it. Why do I think the Telegram stuff is early? Because Pudgy Penguins have not launched their own. I think the next logical step for these NFTs to go is the US brands and the biggest NFT brands to now start to evolve and launch their own collections on Telegram. Remember, even SPX has its own NFT. It's called Aeon. It's Eon or Aeon. I don't know how to pronounce it. But if you go to OpenSea, you'll be able to see it. And I own Project Aeon myself. I don't know what the price is. The last time I bought the dip, I think at sub 1 Ethereum. Now it's at 1.6. Bing! Yeah, nice. So all this stuff could end up on Telegram because that's where it makes the most sense to have this kind of stuff. Because if you got the original shit, you can flex it on your profile automatically. You can gift them to your friends. Whereas just having these NFTs on Ethereum, it doesn't actually make that much sense if you think about it. So I am bullish on this one. I'm going all in. Go check 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀. 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Nice. $2 million in market cap, but 73K in liquidity. Okay. That feels a little suspicious, but okay. This, the first Shiba Inu. Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about these coins, but if you guys want me to care, put them in my wallet. When I'm checking, I can see which one is moving, then I can cover it frequently. So you got my ETH address in the chat if you want. Send some tokens, have fun. And we can talk about 𝗧𝗺𝗀𝘀. If the number go up and the number is moving pretty nicely, I will be able to see it in my wallet, and then I can be covering it. If it makes enough money, I can give some of it to the community here. Yo, man, respect to the Yay community. You guys are so persistent. You guys are really pushing hard on this shit. What is Yay versus 𝗶𝗺𝗺𝗀? Oh, wow. Binance has an article about it. Yay versus 𝗶𝗺𝗺𝗀, the meme that preceded the meta. What the hell? The story is deeper than rap. Yay never lose. From 4 years ago. Everything on organic. Okay, so I see. I think you guys are sharing this shit. It has to be you who wrote these articles. Okay, look, I'll keep an eye on it. Now I don't hate it anymore. I think I like it. Am I buying just yet? I'll wait and see. I'll wait when the market crashes. If it's not going to be wiped out. So I'll wait for a test. If it survives the test, then it means that it's actually here to stay. So I'll buy some at that moment. But for now, if you want, you can bless me with some tokens. I'll receive them. We call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. But I'm so pumped, bros. I've never been this pumped before this year. I think we might be at the cusp of the biggest bull market ever. The moment we have all been waiting for is probably here. What's embarrassing is that some of you are not ready. You have time to not be in the trenches. Okay, we're gonna finish it off with 20 of this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20. Perfect. So great show, my bros. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. I stream at 11 p.m. Dubai time. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we trench here. We're looking for opportunities in meme coins and everything else. So if you don't want to miss out on anything that's new and functional and pumping in crypto, we find it here first. Last week, we found Labubu when it was like $14 million. And we're winning big. We found Fiatcoin at like 15 mil. AR16Z, $22 million. So we found Mudeng at sub $20 million. So this is the community you should be part of. We have a Telegram group, the Trenches 24/7, which you can interact, share stuff. But if you're going to share some nonsense and scams, we kick you out. We're just building a community to win together. And most importantly, we want to dominate. So the Trenches 24/7 is going to change from becoming just a Telegram group for us to interact. It's going to become the cabal. Habibi, if you want to be the cabal, if you want to be part of the cabal, we are the next cabal. Make sure you join the Trenches 24/7, be part of the community. And if you want to join my alpha group, link is in the description, or you can go to cryptouniversity.network. If you want to use the platform that I'm using to trade here, you're looking at Axiom, you're looking at Bybit, which is where I'm going long, I'm going short, and we're making money on this as well. And I do it all live. I show you. I'm not here. I'm not like all the other KOLs that just type on Twitter or just make videos showing off their cars and stuff, pretending that they know how to trade. I show you everything that I'm doing here, the wins, the losses. So it's a real deal. This is the real community you want to be part of. We got a portfolio here for meme coins. 2 months ago, it was $72,000. Now we're at $124,000. Everything that matters in crypto, we're there. So like, subscribe, follow, share. If you're part of any Telegram groups, WhatsApp groups, take a link of this stream and put it there to tell them to join in if they want to be part of the get rich or die trying community, because this is our freaking year. All right. Why do you think volume on chain is still low? Because this is a good question. The answer to that is because retail do not have money. Retail is broke. Current volume when it comes to Bitcoin that is moving the markets are large institutions. Large institutions are buying Bitcoin, they're buying Ethereum. BlackRock is doing that. So when the US start cutting rates, money is starting to flow out And when the US, for example, they do a little bit of a tax deal to cut taxes on the poor, all that money will eventually end up into crypto. So the bull run is coming, but we have to front run it. We want to be first. We want to be there first before it takes off. That's why we're here every single day. Okay. JG, I read your mind. Before you ask about the dumbbells, I brought them here. So I will see you guys tomorrow, same time. We don't sleep. We are locked in until every one of us got at least $50 million to their name. I know some of you don't even believe that you can have that kind of money, but maybe you've never been in the biggest bull run of your life, which is this one. See you guys later. Stay awesome. Peace.